This episode is powered by Poddecks. Poddecks are the hottest new tool for podcasters looking to have more meaningful conversations or gamify their podcast. Simply shuffle up, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddecks.com and use code TEAMCHLUY for 10% off your order. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of ChluyTalk. I am your host, Chluy. Today, I got a very special guest from the hometown. But before I introduce her, I'm going to roll the intro. Thank you for tuning in. So today's guest is my friend Aprilynn from Seattle, Washington. And how are you, April?
I'm good. It's just super bright and sunny over here. So just chilling.
And that's your sidekick, Pongo?
Yes, this is Pongo. My Psoriasis dog. Yeah, he's spotted just like me.
Oh, slow. He's so slow. I love dogs.
I know.
He's just chilling. Yeah, so I just want to thank you for being my guest on ChluyTalk, and I felt like we've been friends for a long time on Facebook and Instagram, and we never really got to know each other. And lately I've just seen you doing like a lot of inspirational things with your social media regarding psoriasis. Can you tell us a little about yourself first before we get into what psoriasis is? So let us know how it was like growing up in the great Northwest.
Excuse me, as I get my dog out of my face. But so my name is Aprilynn. Born and raised in Seattle. I currently go to school for microbiology with a nutrition minor. So those are like the really bare basics of me. I'm Cambodian, of course. Yeah. Overall, I feel like those are the basics of me. That's just basically like my background of where, when I tell people that, it kind of makes sense when I say, when I say I'm your psoriasis, basically, it's just a play with words. I just want I want to be everyone's sis. I want to be everyone's outlet. When it comes to skincare, especially because having a skin condition does take a lot on the mental health. And what I always wanted was someone who understood me. So that's basically where psoriasis came from, is I'm just here to be people's outlet, just when they need advice or just motivation. And you've been seeing a lot of my thirst traps, is what I like to call it. I like to call it my thirst traps, just because I want to normalize psoriasis. I want women to feel more on the women's side, of course. I want women to feel very sexy. So I have to make myself vulnerable. So that's why I've been posting a lot of very half naked photos, just to support other women to be like, go ahead, girl, post your thirst traps. Go ahead. That's it.
Thank you for sharing. Definitely they got to be proud of their body. But for those that don't know, can you just tell us what psoriasis is, maybe for people that might not know?
Yeah, so psoriasis is a genetic skin condition. It's similar to eczema. So I know eczema is a really popular one that people know more about. There is no actual cause or cure. Sometimes it can be caused by trauma. I know I have one follower, she got it after tonsillitis. She made out with a guy and then got tonsillitis afterwards. And then what a deadly kiss, right? And then I have another, I think I read an article, she got psoriasis after a car accident. So there's really it's just really if your body has enough stress, then you can get it, basically. So
I think you mentioned eczema. I think I've had it in my teens. Is it something that can go away? Because it hasn't bothered me in my 20s now. I think does it go away? Can a psoriasis go away, or just?
Psoriasis and eczema can go away. I didn't get it till my I got scalp psoriasis when I was 16, but I didn't get it on my body till my early 20s. And then I had a friend who had it all through childhood, and then right when she got into high school, it disappeared. So it's bipolar. You're just basically a walking dandruff. That's how I like to say it. A beautiful walking dandruff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, definitely learning something right now. So
I could break down biology, but that's
They can go to school for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like siblings, and like how's your parents like? What was like growing up, and when did you like start experiencing like psoriasis?
So my family is, what is it? Surprisingly, it wasn't common in my family, the skin condition. So my dad didn't approach it very soothing, I guess. They were confused and thought I was very sick. Which obviously takes a toll, especially when you're like, I got in my early 20s, when it's like the best time to be, live your best life, live your best whole life,
Right.
go be thotty, dress up in half naked outfits, go to the club. Like, I didn't do that. I was like, always like, oh, I got to be conservative. I don't want to scare people off with my skin condition. So I would like be in like long sleeve dresses in the club, sweating like a storm. So I didn't get a lot of the support I wanted, growing up, which is, I think, why I worked so hard to make sure I built such a platform for people who need support, just because I had a lot of people that downplayed what my psoriasis was. I had someone say like, oh, I'd rather have cellulite, or I'd rather have psoriasis than the cellulite. And I'm like, girl, I'd rather have cellulite. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. It's to each their own. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I like cellulite. Like,
I know, I have cellulite on my thighs. I'm like tiger stripes and all little dimples and all that, stretch marks, all of it. I love it.
I think it's dope what you're doing. So like, definitely want to, share your experiences. Like, what are some of like difficulties that you experience with psoriasis? Is there like how does it feel? So like, what are the symptoms?
I actually, so I have been all natural for 2 years. That's really my aim too on my platform is, I am not against prescriptions and pharmaceutical drugs on a severe case, but if you have the option to just naturally heal and let your body take its course, that's where I aim for you to take it. But obviously if you have it like all over your body, I'm so for like, go ahead, use Western medicine. I actually go to school. My undergrad is microbiology. So when I finish, I actually plan to go for grad school for Eastern medicine. I want to go, so I'm obviously more on the natural side. But when I was on steroids, it actually was painful. Like there's like a lot of side effects to my body. And I noticed when I flared up, it hurt a lot more. And now when I flare up, like I'm flared up right now and I'm not hurting. Like I'm totally content with it. It's like it's like normal to me,
Awesome.
I'm just peeling. That's it.
I can't even tell, to be honest. So
I'm
is it good?
It's like, it's on my boobs. It's on my boobs right now, but
I think it's dope that, you're very positive. You're inspiring other people to feel good about their bodies. Just embrace it. So, can you share some of natural remedies? Maybe the people that may want to go the natural route if they don't have severe.
Yeah. So I truly believe that you can't be cured with just one resource. So people hit me up all the time, like, what products do you use? Especially recently when I told them that I like changed something in my diet and now I'm so like less flared. People want a shortcut because, this is like, it takes a toll and they just want an easy way out. They just want it to be done with, but that's not how it works. You have to be patient. I would definitely say target your diet first. So this is what I always tell people. You need to heal yourself internally and then externally it follows. And that doesn't just mean your gut, because I do believe psoriasis comes from the gut. It's a gut issue. You have good bacteria and bad bacteria, and the bad bacteria is what's causing your nutrients not to go to your skin. So it's like, your body's not thriving with the nutrients it needs because of the bad bacteria in like layman terms. Also your mental health. I have a friend, her stress is actually seafood. My stress is, my trigger is stress. Like I get flared up when I'm stressed. Like I just had midterms and then I had done a fundraising event and then I had a few other projects and I was completely stressed because it was like just a lot on my plate. And I could tell I was stressing out by my skin. So it's just being aware of those things. I say worry less about the oils and lotions and more on what you're eating.
Thank you. Definitely mental health is important in all kinds of health issues and stuff. So
it's your biggest, it's not your biggest, but it's in a very important organ, your brain.
it controls everything. So, on your gut health is important too. I think a lot of health issues come from poor gut health. Like, I don't know if you remember, like maybe a few years ago, I used to be bigger. I had a big, I was overweight, super overweight. I'm still kind of overweight, but I've lost like close to 40 pounds, I think, 40 to 60 pounds since a few years ago, like
That's a lot.
2016. So what I did was just change my diet and improve my gut health. I started taking like shots of ACV, apple cider vinegar, with water in the mornings.
Oh,
and,
you're
like,
bold.
I started seeing better digestion because I wasn't, and then my allergy symptoms went away. I used to have bad allergies. Now I don't have it. I take no medicine. So definitely gut health is a game changer.
I love that I hear you don't take any medicine. That's awesome.
I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of anti-medicine because I don't like the side effects. And I feel like it's all kinds of, chemicals and stuff like we don't know what it is.
I know people who like take the shot for psoriasis and the side effects say like a cancer, lymphoma, where you're just like, I'd rather be ashy than have cancer.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm okay.
Sometimes like the side effects are crazy, like nausea. I don't feel nauseous,
I was like, okay.
Like, there's no
but I always tell people, because I'm, us being Cambodian, I always say kapi and bahok are so good for your gut health.
Fermentation.
Nobody, everyone, it's so good. Fermentation is so good. There's so much good bacteria in bahok and kapi. Just eat it all up,
That's facts, Fermented foods is really good for your gut health. Probiotics is definitely real, I think our parents eat bahok for a reason. That's why they're healthy for the most part. Like Asians, they have a longer lifespan than,
I know they said I shouldn't. They said I shouldn't have been eating bahok at 4 years old, but I'm like, I don't know. I think I came out fine.
I love bahok. Since we're on the topic of bahok, I always ask my Kamai guests, especially, what's your favorite Kamai food?
Ooh,
I know it's one of my hardest questions. I mean,
I can't name one. Ooh, you know what? I love it because, I'm going to get deep with you. I don't come from a strong family background. So I actually love yaohan because it brings everyone together. That's like my favorite dish because I didn't grow up with such a close-knit family. So when I do eat yaohan with people, it's with like people I'm really close with. There's just such good vibes. So yaohan with the deep meaning to it is my favorite. But what I could probably eat every day is bahok with steak but I have to have Thai eggplant. I can't eat it with Thai eggplant.
Yeah. Trop. That's definitely good choices. And I'd agree. Like yaohan definitely brings people together.
Yeah.
Do you eat on the floor or on the table?
I don't care. But if I have my dog,
on the
I'm
floor,
probably
right?
gonna eat on the table. If I got my dog around, it's gonna be on the table.
Oh, definitely. He might want some.
He's so Asian. When I first got him, he ate kapi. I had to send him to the ER.
Oh, wow.
Because he was so young. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you chilling though? Is he your only dog or do you have a couple?
He is my only dog. When I get a house, that's when I'll get him a girlfriend.
Oh, how old is he?
He's 2 years old. Yeah.
Baby still.
I think it's funny. I got him not realizing he's spotted. And so I realized I'm basically him. I'm spotted as well with psoriasis. So he's my psoriasis dog.
That's awesome. And it's a Dalmatian, right?
Yeah, he is aware that there's a camera. Sorry, he really likes attention.
No, I love dogs. I like dogs more than humans, to be honest. I spend a lot of time with my dog.
I used to dog walk, so yeah, I like dogs too. Huh.
Yeah, Sarah's old. She's 12.
She doesn't look it. That's so good.
Everybody thinks she's a puppy, but
I thought she was maybe 4 or 5 years old.
I wish we got her that young, but we only got her 3 years ago from a Kamai family that was on Facebook. They didn't have time for her, so we saw her picture. We had to go get her.
You rescued her. That's so.
Yeah.
This is my heart.
And the best dog ever to me. Dogs are really good for your mental health.
Seriously, yeah,
when
no,
I'm
for
down,
sure.
She's right there. Yeah.
And they keep you active.
Mm-hmm.
He makes me go outside. I have no choice but to go outside. My homebody introvertedness.
Right.
I was like, fine, I'll go outside.
So how has the pandemic affect you? Like your day to day? Do you still go to work or are you working from home?
So I work in hospitality, and I work graveyards. But I chose graveyards because I basically get paid to do homework all night. Yeah, I still go to work and then I go to school full time. It only changed for me like end of June. But before that, I was going mad, not doing anything. I was like going insane. I didn't know what to do with myself. And my skin was taking a toll because I was like, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like how was it like in Seattle? I was watching the news and there was like a lot of craziness with the riots and all that, and like what was going on? Like seeing by the hometown, like damn, like is that really?
It was just a lot of. There's just a lot. I would say what was going on here was a lot on people's mental health. It was just everyone was just extremely emotional, high touch, sensitive. So you kind of just felt like you were always on your toes talking to people, making sure you never offended anyone or, you know what I mean? And then, people are like tired. Just like especially like my Black friends, they're exhausted from like all of this. Right. And all I want to do is help alleviate it. But, I struggle to find ways. So that's why it was really cool that I volunteered at the Holocaust Center and like we ran like a little event, and I actually had people local be panelists for the event. And I was like so happy because they're people of color. Like that was my goal, was at the Holocaust Center, all you see is a lot of, gangsta. So you just want to see some colored people.
Wow.
So I was like, yes, we got a Black person, we got an Asian person, and they're all from, Seattle, Tacoma area. I was like so happy to see the diversity that I was able to contribute into that event. I never went to CHOP. I was terrified. I wasn't sure what to expect.
I was about to ask you. Like,
I never went. I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was so not sure if, especially because I didn't know what it would happen if, like, say I like got into the mist, like accidentally ran into like a gas bomb and how my skin would react. I was actually terrified of that. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get a reaction, so I'm not going to go.
Right. Like the tear gas and all that.
Yeah. And then there's COVID. Like my psoriasis, I'm not healed. So I'm still technically like an open sore. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to like walk into something that could flare me up.
That's crazy that people, it was in the middle of a pandemic and all this craziness. Like I wouldn't even know what to do.
I had to bring my gun out of my car. I was scared of looting.
Oh, wow. That's cool. You have you gotta have a license to carry out there, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was insane. There was a lot of robbing.
I was just home, just watch everything on the news. So I was like, I just want to, hear from.
Have you heard different things? Like
you don't know
hear
what's
good
fake,
and then you hear bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear like I have some friends that like they went and it was like all positive vibes, and then I had like another group of friends who went, but it was like disastrous, right?
Yeah.
And I just think it's the time of the day.
Right.
Like you go more in the evening time and like everything gets more riled up. You go in like the daytime, like everyone's
might be more
chill.
peaceful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, be glad you weren't here for that.
I was actually supposed to go to Seattle for Kamai New Year, but that was canceled. But I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Did you expect this to be like the COVID-19 to be like this crazy? Because I thought it was going to be like, we'll be done by
I know, we were going to meet up finally.
Yeah.
We're still not, right? We still haven't. I didn't expect it to be this bad. And like my birthday's in April. That's why I love April. My New Year, my birthday, like all of it, right? And it was like the worst birthday ever.
Oh, that sucks. So
I know, I'm trying to redo it, but yeah.
Is your name April because you were born in April, or just
yes? And my Cambodian, my middle name is Cambodian for April. And if you don't know that, I'm not gonna tell you. You guys can figure it out yourself.
April.
My middle name is no. There's actually a name for it. When really? I took a Kamai class for like the first like 3 weeks before I didn't have time for it, and I was like, I told my teacher, and he's like, "Oh, your middle name is like shh."
I'm trying to guess. I can't even think of the word for April right now. I might have to Google translate it.
You're gonna have to Google it. That's the only way.
That's how fluent I am in Kamai. I don't know. I might have to call my mom later. What's April in Kamai?
So I think the one thing I don't regret about it. It's the one thing that I would wish I could be better on is speaking Cambodian. I'm a Cambodian that like didn't speak a lot of English or didn't speak a lot. But that is due to circumstances in life. So I ended up in an environment where I didn't hear any Cambodian at all. So
did you understand it for the most part, or just
okay?
Difficult?
Break it down real for you. I ran away at 13 years old, and then I never went back. So I was never around.
Oh,
this is something that I eventually will like talk to a lot of people about. So this is like, you could say it's like a great like opener for people to really understand. Because a lot of people, I have a very no bullshit, low tolerance personality. And I feel like the more people understand where I come from, because when they meet me, they think I'm stuck up. And then when they get to know like the stuff I've been through, then they're kind of like, oh, okay. I totally understand why you are the way you are, why you're very low tolerant. I don't take shit at all. I don't like to be taken for granted. My manager actually said, it doesn't matter if it's like level 3 disrespect or level 9 disrespect. I treat it all like level 9. Like none of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tolerate the bullshit. So, like, that's dope that you have a story like that and to be successful, educated. It's like could be motivation for people who may have a similar history too. Not everybody grew up with like parents,
Not everyone grew up with a strong family foundation. Yeah, no, not everyone grew up with it. And I think a lot of people take their family for granted. So I have like some friends that sometimes I have to remind them when their family annoys them. I'm like, you're venting to the wrong person, Like, oh, I don't have that luxury. Just remember that. It just helps people count their blessings. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Like my parents, they split up when I was in college, so it took a toll on me. But some things are beyond your control.
I mean, divorce is hard on children. For sure. Because my parents divorced when I was young. That's all I remember. Younger than 10 for sure. So, I totally get it. And you don't really know how to respond to it. There's no guidebook.
Right.
There's no like how to handle, like
you just wish like, it'd be like a happy ending and like they would be together forever, but
and some end up co-parenting really well and some people don't co-parent well at all,
Right. So what does April like to do on her free time? What are your hobbies? Let me know.
Oh, man. To be honest with you, because I'm so busy, I actually like to do absolutely nothing.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I just like, Congo, can you stop? I just like to just lay in bed and just watch like my Chinese, Korean dramas and just lay in bed and be a bum. Because I'm just always so busybody. There's always like something I'm doing that I just want to like sit and just like my mind not process anything, I hate that because that's the question I always get when I'm like guys like, want to date me or like interest. And they're like, what do you like to do on your free time? And when I say like nothing, like, doesn't that sound terrible? Like, I don't like to do nothing.
I'm like, keeping it real though.
So what do you do? Hang out at home, like, now I just sound boring.
How do you like living in Seattle, man? I love Seattle.
I'm from Tacoma, and let's see. So I'm from Tacoma, and then I moved to Seattle. I love where I'm from, but I think I love Seattle because it's the city, and there's just a lot more growth. This is it's a growing city. It's constantly growing. And if you want to grow, it's best to go where, it's like really flourishing and growth, as much as I love Tacoma, I just don't see me growing there. It'll always be home, but Seattle is my new home. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I'll live here forever. Things change. Like you, look at you. You're all the way over there.
The Big Apple. I love it over here. Speaking of, travel, you've been traveling a lot too. So what are some of the, favorite places you traveled to so far?
I haven't traveled a lot. My New Year's resolution was to travel this year. COVID's a cock block. I've only been to New York, DC, California, and Vegas. Like everywhere in California. So I wasn't. Oh, really?
Yeah. What? All places. I've been to Cali. I've been everywhere, but you mentioned but Vegas. How is it like that? How is it over there? Is it fun? Well, I don't gamble, so like, what do we?
I don't gamble either, so I don't even clock smoke. I don't even do none of that.
That's good. Yeah, gambling's the devil. I used to gamble back in the day, but
I like vibes. I like twerking. I like partying. I just like shaking my booty. You know what I mean? So like, it's just fun if you're with the right people, then it's fun because you can go to like clubs and just dance. Are you a heavy drinker? I feel like you're not. You wouldn't be. Since you're more health conscious.
Only on occasions. If I'm with my friends, if I'm visiting home, definitely I turn up. I don't. There's no middle. I celebrate and I
0 to 100.
Yeah, there's no medium. So it's like, but I don't do it a lot
because
I don't
always
travel.
the middle.
Yeah, and there's not very many occasions for me. It's only my New Year or like birthday or family gatherings. That's when I get lit. But other than that, at home I don't have no cravings for no liquor, no nothing like that. But I do drink a michelada here and there. That's my favorite beer. I don't really like beer like that unless it's a michelada. It's like the Mexican beer with the tomatoes and the lime. I just like that choo-choo-ness. So other than that, yeah, I try to stay healthy because, I'm getting old, definitely want to, health as well. I'm just trying to extend my life,
Drink some, what is it, that medicinal alcohol, you know what I'm saying? That Sriracha.
The Sriracha. Yeah, I like Sriracha, actually.
Oh, really?
I had it recently, yeah. There's actually some good ones, though. Like, there's like, not all Sriracha's equal. Like, I was in Lowell.
There's all different formulas.
Yeah, like...
I think I'm just not an alcohol person anymore, so I'm like...
All you need is one shot. You feel warm.
I know, it just cleans everything.
Yeah.
No.
Are you a big drinker? Do you drink... What's your favorite
I'm a social drinker. So I don't really care to get super lit. It's very rare if I do. So, and I'm the same, even when I'm drunk, I'm just always dancing. So it wouldn't, like sober or not, I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to be twerking. I'm going to be shaking my booty some way, somehow.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't make, I've blacked out one time and I texted my friend the next day and I was like, oh, I'm so sad. I missed you. I didn't get to see you and talk to you. He was like, what do you mean? I was like having a whole conversation with you, and he didn't know I was blacked out. I was normal, I guess. I don't know. I was like, what? We had a conversation.
Vegas nice or just Seattle?
Seattle nightlife.
It's changed a lot, huh?
And it was fun when I was like illegal. When I wasn't 21.
Yeah, the fake ID. You know the vibes.
It's kind of like weed here when people were like, oh, now that weed is legal, do you like smoke a lot? And I go, no, it was only fun when it was illegal. That's when I did it the most. I don't do it. I live by like 3 pot shops. I don't go in there, So I was like, no, I don't do them. I don't even eat the edibles and nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I used to do a lot of that stuff too. I just feel like I don't need anything to live my life. I just feel I feel good.
I'm happy vibes.
Myself, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
like
happy
a natural
vibes.
high like that.
Yeah, you're just naturally happy having a good time.
Exactly.
I think that's why, and then we're just more like aware of our health.
Yeah.
So I think that's another big thing for us.
Yeah, I'm definitely not anti-marijuana. I'm actually pro-marijuana. I think the people that, for medicinal purposes, definitely, something to look out for, especially for people that have like cancer and stuff help, that terminal illness.
I don't know too much research on it. I don't know too much research on it, but I've heard good things, and I'm not against a natural healing. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure.
People are surprised. Like I've never weed is like the only drug I've ever done. Everyone's surprised. They're like, what? You've never done Molly? Or I'm like, no.
Never done heroin?
Yeah, like, no, dang it.
That's one drug I will never try.
I've never tried any. Like, people are so surprised by that.
That's
They're
good.
surprised by just like, because I'm just so, I can be really ratchet. So they're like, oh, you've never like gone and like got ratchet and did some drugs? I was like, nope. Nope.
No, I'm a natural high. That's cool, man. You don't have to do all that.
I will be.
I went through my Molly phase and my E phase. It's like
Yeah.
It's just like long term effects, like the grinding of the teeth and like.
Oh yeah, the grinding of the teeth. I remember my friends doing that. So
yeah. And
oh my gosh. I would sit in a room with all my friends and they'd be like snorting cocaine and I would just be sitting here with like, I'm the friend that like goes and just cooks in the kitchen and then everyone's snorting cocaine. I'm just like, just eating. I'm like the oddball.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah. I've been around that too, but it's that rock star lifestyle. It's that Northwest, the weed's not enough for them.
No, it's just not.
They got to get crossfaded.
Just explore. But, I'm just thankful that I've been around people who've never pressured me to, because there's a lot of the people who've been pressured into doing it, and that's never been me.
That means you got some good friends, man. Like, they respect your boundaries and stuff.
Even when I've joked about doing it, they were like, no, like, you better not. And I was like, ooh, I was just joking, but I'm glad that was a test. Not really, but it was a test.
That's good. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let's, it's cool to get to know you more. I just want to ask you, when did you decide to start your psoriasis IG page, and what's your goal of that page?
I think it started when I decided to stop taking steroids, just the prescriptions, which was 2 years ago. I have like a little video too on my Instagram. I just woke up one day. I just was tired of I kept calling out from work. My work was getting mad because, I was like constantly hurting. My skin was just dry. It hurt to move. And I just one day was like, I think it's going to be good to document my journey, and then I was like, I think it's going to be really good to share with other people what I'm going through. I think it's good because I'm sure there's other people and they're scared to share. And if I open up and be vulnerable, then others will follow as well. And then it kind of just exploded. I was actually surprised at how much of a following I've gotten. And I still don't have a big following because I'm trying to work on that organically. I don't want just any followers. I want my skincare followers, But I've gotten to the point where some places I walk by and there's someone that's like, oh my God, it's her. She does skin. I hear it and I'm like, that is so sweet. That's so
awesome.
sweet. Yeah. Yeah. And that's when I just learned to just share what I was learning and what I was going through on my Instagram page. And then I was talking to my friend who's he's YouTube famous. And I was telling him about it. He's like, just do it. And I was like, oh, I don't know, what should I call myself? And he actually helped me with figuring out. He was like, oh, play with words, you're psoriasis. So if I'm successful, I'm probably going to have to give him some residuals, some reward.
Yeah, bless him.
Yeah, I gotta bless him for helping me think of that.
That's a nice word, play on words. And it's very clever and has meaning,
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm like, that was so clever. I love it. I am the psoriasis. And I'm actually trying, I might have to ask you for help. But I'm trying to make a YouTube channel, but I was
about to ask you, have you thought about shooting YouTube videos and tutorials or daily vlogs and, so your followers
I'm
could
not sure on what to. I was actually thinking of if people end up watching this, I was thinking of doing a mini video series because I've had some other followers ask me to write my experience about dating with psoriasis, and I was gonna call it dating with and then just I just wanted maybe some topics of obstacles that people have gone through, just to help me pinpoint where I need to talk in my video, insecurities and confidence, you know what I mean? Those, what exact insecurities held you back in your dating experience, and see if I can relate and tell them how I got over it. But that's something I'm working on. I feel like that's going to be maybe my first ever video series I'll ever do. But
that's a great idea, and
that's I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I know you're gonna do great because you have a good personality and you're well spoken and you're a natural communicator. And even if it's vlogging style, just talking to the camera and just holding the phone for now, people will tune in just to hear you and hear your tips and advice and stuff like that. I think those type of videos will definitely
I'm just an overthinker and a perfectionist, so it's no.
Yeah, I know how it is. Most of my stuff is a lot of overthinking. Overthinking kills, y'all. So don't overthink.
Don't do it.
You never know if you don't try. So I think I have that problem myself too. Have so many dope ideas, but I overthink. I think maybe it's not going to be good enough, or the fear of failure, or it's whack or something. Then it don't come out because I'm overthinking too much.
That's literally me. That's why it hasn't come out yet, because I've been overthinking it.
So let's make a deal. Let's just go for it. Just if you have something, an idea, execute it. Even if if it's starting just with your. I use my iPhone for 90% of my IG skits. Shoot, upload. I feel
I know my photos
eliminates the overthinking.
Yeah.
And it's good quality, good enough for social media.
Yeah, I mean, I went from my iPhone 8 to like an 11 Pro Max, and that that was like game changing for me because that camera, oh my God,
insane, crispy.
It's like, oh, these selfies are on a different level.
Yeah, you got the portrait selfie.
Yeah, it automatically lights up when there's like dim lighting. It gives you more lighting. I'm like, oh my God, this is like amazing.
Yeah, and Kamai how auto think. That means automatic for the. I love that word.
Even though I'm not fluent in Cambodian, I do throw down in Cambodian food. I will say that where I lack in Cambodian, where I lack in speaking Kamai, I make up in my Cambodian cooking because I grew up with I didn't grow up with someone to teach me, so I had to teach myself and play with hella recipes. Sometimes I'd be like craving something from like my childhood, and I'm like, I don't know who can make this for me, so I'm gonna look up a bunch of different YouTube videos and figure it out from there.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
I actually learned some recipes during the quarantine. I'm like, I'm craving sambachu, I'm craving Plia psycho, so I learned those 2 recipes. Like, if I can make that, I don't have to.
Plia, that sounds.
I don't have to struggle no more. Just make good wholesome meals. Yeah. So what's your favorite
the dessert?
Dish?
The one I was like craving so bad was the coconut milk mung bean dessert with the balls.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Right,
you know what I'm talking
about?
Fried? Is it deep fried? Is it no?
No, it's what is the name of it again?
What color is it?
It's like a soup, right? And it has little tiny clear tapioca balls, and then you can make the sesame balls in it, and it has mung bean.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name for it.
I can't think of the name either, and I was like, it's so good.
Well, let us know in the comments what it is, because my mind went blank.
I can't remember. It's so good though.
It's baim. That's all we know. It's the baim, right? The baim.
It's so yummy. Yeah, and then I didn't even realize mango sticky rice was so easy to make that I refuse to order it now. I don't order it at Thai restaurants because I found out how easy it was to make.
Teach me or make me some. It's like, what is it?
It's really easy. It's
mango?
so easy. Yeah. Like when you look up the recipe, you're going to be like, oh, she was right. This is so easy.
What is it? Mango, sticky rice, and condensed milk? Or what they do?
Yeah, it's sticky rice. It's sticky rice and then coconut milk boiled in sugar. And you just boil it, and then you just, for a certain amount until it boils. And then you just pour it over the sticky rice, and then you cut up your mango, and that's literally it.
So simple, see?
Yeah, I thought it was complicated. I thought it was a complicated order, but it was not.
So you have a sweet tooth.
Not
like
really.
Desserts?
No, because mango sticky rice isn't sweet, is it?
It's a fruit still. Kind of. Baim, chew, sour, Sour, chew, sweet and sour.
You know what I've actually asked people now? I say, what kind of papaya salad do you like? I say, do you like, a lot of people haven't had Cambodian papaya salad, so do you like Thai or do you like Lao papaya salad? And then anyone who says Thai, I kind of like
really?
Because that means they have a sweeter palate.
Yeah.
Because Lao people, it has the crab and then the fish paste, the shrimp paste. Yeah, So
gotta have all that.
Oh, you're one of those. That's what I look at when I say, yeah. Oh, you like the Thai papaya salad. You're one of those. You like it sweet.
And 20 chili peppers in there. Extra spicy.
Yes.
I love it. Gotta be spicy and dark maroon, you know what I mean?
That fermentation, that fermentation has to be, I gotta smell the fermentation.
Definitely. I love they call it what? Tamahung? Shout out to Lao folks. Yo, you guys make some bomb.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's called that. I know the Lao restaurants aren't open for dining here yet.
Yeah, what phase is Seattle in right now as far as out and aboutness of the community of the city? I think we're phase 4 in New York. I don't even know what that means. I'm still social.
I know. I was going to say, I don't even know what that means anymore because I feel like you guys have way more mandates than us. You guys are your guys' travel restrictions are absolutely insane for being on phase 4.
Yeah, 2-week quarantine, right? You're supposed to be here in August, so did you cancel or what's the deal?
I'm working some magic. I'll tell you on that later. I'm not gonna snitch on myself. Seattle, I don't know what phase we're on anymore. To be honest, I can't keep track. I want to say we're like phase 3, but we've been on modified phases for so long. And I heard that we might go back to phase 1, which means I might get unemployed again. So like, what? But restaurants are still open, but that's pretty much it. And it's still 50% occupancy. Like it's been pretty the same for the last month. There's no change.
Is it dine-in or take-outs?
Some places are dine-in, but 50% occupancy. And then a lot of places is just takeout. That's it. A lot of places just takeout. Some places, a lot of the parks, people don't like to wear masks. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
So wear masks in the city, but like I gone to like the marina or like, anywhere near the waters, and people just like bare face, all open. And I'm like,
damn.
You just don't care, huh?
They don't give a damn.
No, they don't. I don't think anyone, but we're not as bad as like Texas or California.
Oh yeah, Texas and Cali. I think Cali took over the number.
And Arizona.
And
Texas,
yeah.
Arizona, Cali, they're all bad.
It's like the hot places, like, that have beaches, and they go to the beach and they have no masks. I see footage of Cali people chilling, surfing, packed beaches. Like, come on, man.
But in New York, you guys have where your guys' restaurants are like all outside, right? The dining.
Yeah, I think they have designated.
They have it like that in Cali now. They're cheating. They like put their dining outside.
I feel like this is a never-ending pandemic. I've never experienced anything like this in my 37 years of living.
I know, right? And I have people asking me to go to Cali, and I go, no.
Yeah, that's
no.
Yeah.
No, I'll pass.
I don't be safer in New York. I think we're actually containing it now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not traveling to go kick it and get lit. I'm actually just traveling just to like just sightsee. I'm not like trying to be in a big group. It's more just kind of like, go out, see some nice places, have some me time, and like be in my own little bubble,
Treat yourself, you work hard.
Yes. Now, I can like travel a little more. Yeah,
I don't even know what's going on with like these flights.
I'm sad for the travel ban. Did you read the article on the travel ban for going to Cambodia or Southeast Asia?
I read that.
$2,000. You got paid $2,000.
Yeah, or something like that. $3,000
on top of your ticket. $2,000 on top of your ticket.
Yeah, I don't know. So definitely gotta wait now.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, dang, I was trying to travel out.
That's like 3 flights.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'll pass. I know. I guess I will see my homeland.
Yeah, have you been back to Cambodia?
I haven't. Like, I just got my passport 2 years ago.
Oh, really? So we're in the same boat. I haven't been back yet, so maybe I plan to go maybe a year or two. So that's my goal.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was thinking probably maybe a year after everything clears, and that's when everything clears. Like even with like SARS and like mad cow and all this, like it wasn't this bad.
Yeah, it was like it was under control for the most part.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's weird. Like in Asia, everyone wears a mask. Like it's very common to wear a mask in Asia. Yeah. So I think it's funny that like we're as a country so upset about wearing it, but there's like other countries this is nothing new to them. Like I've been wore a mask, Yeah.
Yeah. Like long before SARS, they just wore just for precaution.
Because the pollution, the air pollution, it's really heavy, especially in China. Their air is terrible. It's like so polluted. So, that's why they always wear masks.
Yeah, just wear your mask, it's not hard.
Wear your mask, get make it fashionable,
Yeah.
Get your Gucci, get your fake little Gucci masks, your little Louis Vuitton thing.
Some Fuchis.
Yeah. Some Prada.
I just wear the standard surgical mask and just walk my dog.
Do you have like surgical masks?
Yeah, I have some at home.
The N95s?
Not those ones, just the regular surgical ones. Just enough to walk my dog and go home. I don't really be in public like that. I'm still kind of social distancing until 2022.
That's probably what it's going to be, basically.
I feel like we're not even close to, like, opening up.
People want to travel, and I work in hospitality, so I deal with traveling guests, and luckily I haven't had too many people get mad that they have to wear a mask, because like our government mandates it. Our governor was like, if your business has people not wearing masks and you're not enforcing it, you'll get fined. So we have to like tell guests, like, you don't have to wear a mask in your room, but when you go down the elevators, or like, you have to wear a mask.
April, you said you had a video on your psoriasis page, like an intro video?
It's kind of just like an introduction. It just says who I am, a little about myself, how I dealt with psoriasis, and how I overcame it. Basically, it's just like a little short clip that I like shared. It was just kind of like put together really, actually it was like put together to auction to be in like a contract with a skincare company. I got accepted, but then I didn't, there was some of the terms that didn't quite work with me. So I ended up not taking it. So then I just like shared it. It's basically an audition video, but, it was just me. All they asked was just explaining how you overcame it, and stuff like that.
It's like a 1 minute long video or something?
I think it's 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. It's a IGTV video, my only one on there.
Okay. Do you mind if I like put like a snippet of it
Yeah, no,
just to show you, and then I'll put your your info on there?
Yeah, it'll help
or
me.
any
Maybe
photos that you might want to share too. I can do like a little slide so we could have pop-ups too. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah, share all my thirst traps, all my Psoriasis thirst traps.
I love it. I love it.
Share them all. I got auctioned on Subtle Asian Dating, and I was like so surprised about the feedback I got in regards to how confident I am with my skin, because especially like I think that was like the struggle with me with dating was will a man be attracted to me? And I actually had like you could say a coaching session with a girl who has like eczema. She wanted me to like mentor her, coach her through her emotions and stuff like that in regards to it. And she asked me, she said, so when you're dating, how do you have that conversation with a guy about your skin? And I told her, I was like, I don't. And she's like, what? You don't have these? And I was like, no. He's seen it. I was like, if you normalize it, then they will treat you normal. If you make it awkward, then they're going to be awkward. So I've never actually like just sat down with a guy. I was like, psoriasis isn't cancer. Like where I have to like sit down and have a talk and be like, okay, I just want to let you know, like, I like you, you like me, but like I have leukemia, like that's not it's not that serious to sit down and have a conversation with. I had to explain, I was like, guys have never treated me differently because of my skin. And I actually came to realize I've never had an experience with a guy where he'd said, I don't want to date you because of your skin. I've never had that experience. Never. A lot of guys will just fuck anything, to be honest with you. Okay.
So tell me more about what's Subtle Dating Agent? Is that a group or?
Subtle Asian Dating is like this
site?
big. You don't follow that? I'm so surprised. Subtle Asian Dating is this big Facebook page.
I'm on Subtle Asian Traits for the memes and I also like share my stuff and Subtle Cambodian Traits.
There's Subtle Cambodian Traits? I didn't even know that.
I'll invite you.
So
it's a cool community.
Okay.
We post memes and funny videos and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a Subtle Asian everything. So.
Yeah, Subtle Asian Dating. My friend just auctioned me off, just for fun.
How's that going? What's it like?
Yeah.
What do they do? You like just? Is it like you go on dates or you just like pick or audition?
You just like auction your friend off and like hype them up in a thing, and then like people will comment and like they'll tag their friends who think would be good with the person that's being auctioned. So there was like a lot of guys. It's funny though. There's my friend did say I'm very independent, which is very intimidating to some guys. And there was a lot of guys that said, "Oh, she's too confident." It's like she's like, "Whoa, she's too confident," or like, "Oh, whoa, I'm not in her league," or
right.
Like, "Oh no, like she would eat me up," stuff like that.
So that's funny.
That's okay, because I don't want no beta men. Alpha.
Right. So you know what you want. That's dope. That you said you had a lot of people like participate in it. So that's cool. How did it make you feel? Did it boost your confidence? Did you felt good?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, yeah, I still got it. Because people were like mind blown because I got over like 1,000+ likes, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and so they were like, yeah, which is like, yeah. So I was like, oh my God, like I'd never expected that. And I think I just loved so much about it was the people who were like just commenting just to support me and be inspired by how confident I am in my skin and how like I don't use that as a crutch. Like it's not something that stops me from what I'm doing. I got way more respect from it. I didn't get really thirsty comments, which was really nice. I got more respected comments.
That's dope. Yeah, that's definitely why I'm like, I had to hit you up. Like, like just the way you are, like your confidence and, just, I'm like, you have a story. I know you have a story. Like we never really spoke like this, like communicate face to face. So I think you'd be good. Maybe.
I know that's why I was down to get a little deep with you because I was like, I have a story, but no one really knows it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just like don't know what to expect with this podcast. So I just want to like have a variety. I think this is a powerful conversation. So I thank you for that. Powerful, inspiring, and fun. And I feel really comfortable talking to you. And like I told you before the recording, I'm new to this and I'm being a nervous wreck sometimes. But I feel like we've known each other for mad long.
I know, and I'm sad we've never run across each other. And then like there's no events that we can go to.
Hopefully 2021 or 2022.
Yeah. When's the next Kamai Awards? When's that happening?
I don't know. I think we got to make one. Not that everything's switching to the Zoom style. I've been thinking like I want to do like a Kamai-cella where like the premier, like artists is all over. But I want to host it and see who would be down. But like maybe do like donations and go straight to charity or something. Something.
Yeah, I did a fundraising event for the Holocaust Center where we had like 3 panelists and like obviously the funds, the ticket funds went to the Holocaust Center and then 10% went into a black nonprofit. So you can definitely do it. I feel like that would be like that's very similar and you can get that done. Like that's very possible.
Like everything's been on Facebook Live and Zoom meetings lately. I feel like we us younger generation just gotta execute, just do it. Cause I feel like
if you host it and make it fun, people would love to join.
Hopefully people, will see this video and like get some positive out of it, And your DM's probably freaking popping right now, huh? What's your DM like from your auction? Is it blowing up or what's the craziest DM you got? You get a lot of dick pics.
Well, see, I don't mind dick pics.
Okay, that's cool. Most girls are like, ew, but like I fuck with you. Like,
I'm like over here.
Some girls like, yo.
I'm over here looking, and I'm like, your tone is off. It could be, that vein don't look right there. Like I'm the type of person I'll just judge it. I won't be upset because I worked at a sex store when I was 19. You know what I mean? Like I got no chill. Like I don't care. It's just dick.
The different side of the, like things. Yeah. Like usually the girls are like disgusted, they block, and they
now if it was like him,
it's good to hear that side too. Like
it's like judging, I know everyone says I'm like you're such an oddball, April. They're like you're just like not normal. I was like what? But it's different if he's like maybe like ejaculating and sending it to me.
Kind of creeper.
Woo! That's different. But if you just send a picture, I've had it happen, and I just go. And then I just like move on, I've seen enough. I've seen all kinds,
So is there any like any crazy DMs, like anything other than dick pics that you want to talk about? Any stories, any funny things down here?
I haven't. I honestly think I'm really intimidating. So I actually don't get anyone that's like really crazy. I did get one guy who like constantly just kept emphasizing that he's tall. Like I don't like that was his 6'3", I think, or something. See, I don't even remember. I'm 5'5".
5'5".
I'm a tall Asian.
That's tall for Asian standard. I'm
Yeah, I'm a
5'3",
tall
I think.
Asian.
Yeah, I'm Tory Lane's height. I'm 5'3".
Oh my god, I can't. I just said the other
So when
day.
I stand up on the chair, I'm the same size now.
I was just talking about the other day where I could never like date a guy that was like abusive. I said I would Megan the Stallion him. Like, it's like I would like.
Abuse is not good. Yeah. Definitely no. Yeah, we don't do abuse over here. We don't hit women.
Yeah, I was like, he would definitely have to shoot me. That's what I said. But I would have to die if he shot me. Do not shoot a. But that's because I have a gun, and if I have a gun and I'm not for Megan beating his ass, but I'm not for him going as far as pulling a gun out.
Oh yeah.
Because I, who own a gun, would never pull a gun out unless I'm going to kill you. That's the only time I would ever pull my gun out. I have to shoot to kill, not shoot to defend. Okay, bitch, punch her in the throat. That's easy. Like.
Dang, you shot her in the feet. That's crazy.
I heard it was both feet.
Both feet. Wow.
Yeah.
But
then again, she shouldn't be dating no man that's 5'3", that's gonna like hit on another girl in front of you. Like, that's so disrespectful.
Is that what the gossip was? Like, I wasn't.
Yeah, he was hitting on Kylie Jenner in front of her. Yeah.
The hell, man.
Yeah. I'm like, look, and I'm just like, Megan, don't get your heart broken by no really tiny man, okay? Like, she's like 5'10", 5'11".
Is Tory Lane canceled? What do you feel about cancel culture? Are we canceling Tory Lanez?
I don't cancel anyone unless they've really, like, I'll cancel Jeff Epstein. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, like.
I mean, I like Tory Lanez, the musician, the artist, but
like I've
with
never
what
canceled
he's done,
Chris Brown. Like, I've never canceled. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, for me to cancel Tory Lanez, I would have had to cancel Chris Brown. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't listen to Tory like that to begin with. So I've kind of canceled on Jada.
Oh yeah,
I kind of canceled Red Table Talk.
Yeah, tell me about that. The entanglement. What do you think of that situation? Like,
oh my God, I think it's hilarious that now I use that word.
Entanglement. I learned a new word from that show too. Like,
yeah, I was like, they're like, if like when I go on like dates or like when I like am planning a date with a guy, they're like, oh, who's this guy? Like someone you're dating? I was like, no, just an entanglement. Like, I just say that now because it's so funny.
And it's an actual word that it's basically what she described. It's in the dictionary. So like, okay, Jada, some big words. Okay.
I just loved Will when he was like, a relationship. Like, don't play with words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that clip, so it's like it's weird.
But
celebrities, they go through that.
They're human.
Yeah.
They're human. Like that. What they went through is I've seen happen in real life, like to other people. Like right. The married couple was having issues. They decided to be open, and then they ended up being like the relationship they were into got too deep, and they didn't really want that, and they ended up being back to like happily married again. I've seen stuff like that. That's normal.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Just because it's a celebrity doesn't make it unusual. That kind of stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, I think that a lot of celebrities have that kind of lifestyle and swinger stuff or just open relationships.
Yeah. For sure. Like, yeah, I mean, I've met, was it because, Ron Jeremy has a swinger bar in Portland, right? A swingers club?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've met him.
You met Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
What's he like?
Which is funny because I met him like 10 years ago, but you know how he just got he got charged with sexual assault?
I just saw that recently, yeah.
Yeah. So my friend shared that and I left a comment recently and I said, wow, I'm not surprised. When I met him 10 years ago, he made me grab his dick. So...
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So, he I was like, so this is when I worked at Hustler Hollywood in the sex store and there was like a meet and greet and I was like talking to like my coworker and he was like, April. And I was like, hold on, Ron, hold on. And then he grabs my hand, puts it in his sweatpants and pulsates his dick in my hand. And then he says, yeah. And then he goes, guys can Kegel too, just like girls, like pulse the muscles,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's great, Ron. Like, I was just like,
what the hell?
While it's in my hand, that's great. And then I took it and cleaned my hands because I was like, You know, but I think that's weird. Also why I don't mind dick pics, because I mean, what's worse than Ron Jeremy's dick in your hand?
Right.
You know,
that's a crazy story.
I think that's why, like, I don't mind dick pics, because I've dealt with way worse.
So you get a lot of those porn stars that go to the sex stores and do their promos. So you probably run into like a lot of porn stars and stuff. Just
I didn't work there. I didn't work there too long, but I did meet Asa Akira.
Oh, the Japanese.
She's really sweet. She's so sweet. I think I have some panties signed from Ron Jeremy, Dylan Ryder, and Asa Akira.
Dope.
Yeah. So, but she was really sweet. Like, I totally, like, she's just a nice person in and out, you know, and she just loves sex, whatever, you know. Right. She's just a really nice person that loves sex.
She seems like nice person, you know. They're normal people too, you know, porn stars.
Yeah, like if you go to like a meet and greet, she's not stuck up.
Word. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So did you like working at the sex store? Like it was fun?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. If it was commission based, I would still work there. I was selling some crazy things.
You're killing it.
It was a male masturbator, and it was like $700-800, and I sold it to some military IT guy because it was hands-free, self-lubricating, and you could plug it into your laptop.
I saw a funny meme. It just popped in my head, like the Fuckmaster 5000 or some shit.
That's basically it. You plug it into your DVD. You plug it into your laptop, and then you have, like, you know, POV porn. Mm-hmm. So you have your option of like head, vaginal, or anal. So if you pick head, the male masturbator like forms into like a mouth, and then if you pick like anal, it goes like tighter, like a butthole. And then it's self-lubricating because there's like a little compartment that you put lube, so it lubes up the fake vagina for you. And then it's hands-free, so it like strokes itself.
What year was this?
2011.
That's some crazy technology. So
it's probably way more advanced now.
What was the price for that? I'm asking for a friend.
$800.
$800? Damn, I'm gonna let the homie know it's $800. So
it's probably better now. It's probably better now. But that's why I said if it was commission based, like if I got like a percentage of like the toys I sold, man, I'd still sell some sex toys. I'm not gonna lie.
So it's just hourly, like an hourly job. They didn't pay commission? That damn, you sold a lot. They should have paid you commission.
I know, right? I would totally. Like, there was a person. It was like $600. It didn't have a head, but it was like a silicone body. You know, it had like nice boobs and like, you know, vagina, butthole, and because it was such good silicone, that's why it costed so much. $600-700. Someone bought it.
It's like a whole body of the.
But it just doesn't have arms and then a head.
And it's all silicone.
Yeah, it's so soft.
Does it weigh anything, or like how do people take it out the store? Like, do they they have a cart, or they like to put it in their truck, or how do people like? I'm just wondering, like,
it would have to go in their car, right? I mean, it's you know Tacoma, right?
Yeah, T-Town. Shout
72nd at Hosmer.
72nd, yeah, of course, yeah.
72nd at Hosmer, where all the prostitutes be at, yeah.
Oh, the streets. I've drove by, and so I don't really, you know. I used to eat the cathedral, you know, the pho on. I'm thinking South Tacoma way. My bad.
That's South Tacoma way.
Yeah, so it's a whole different area.
Prostitutes are there too. There are prostitutes there too.
Okay, I'm thinking.
You got your Hosmer hoes and your South Tacoma way hoes. Okay, those are the
strippers. They got to make their living, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hookers. I said strippers.
Yeah, I mean, they both got to make a living. Say less, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It was a fun job, I think, for being in my like right after high school, early 20s. And then I went to the bank right afterwards. No one knows how I did that. They were like, how you go from selling dildos to selling bank accounts? I was like, I'm just great. Baby. Yeah, I'm just great with my words, you know? I can sell anything.
Definitely. You're in hospitality now? Is that what you like what you're doing now? Is that your long
Yeah, well, I like what I'm doing because it's on my terms. I used to work in a lab. And people thought it was weird because, like, you know, once I they're like, why would you leave a lab when your degree, like the degree you're working on is microbiology? Like, wouldn't you want to stay? And this is when I actually realized that I have an entrepreneur personality, that I have a problem working with people on their terms. And if you look through my whole resume, I have like a 2-year limit with companies. Once I don't feel challenged, I leave. Like, I'm just like, the moment I feel taken for granted, I like leave. I like go somewhere else. And all my jobs are all different. They don't relate to each other, So like, I'm like, I have experience. I dabble in a little bit of everything. So when I left the lab, I realized like it wasn't something I wanted to do. Like, I don't want to work in a lab. I don't want to work under people. I didn't feel like my purpose was there. As I didn't feel like me working in a lab served much of a purpose. And that's when and that was the job that I said, like, they weren't very accommodating to my skin condition, and that's when I realized I was like, you know what, I'm going to pursue just to eventually have my own business where I'm going to help people with their day-to-day lives in skincare, you know what I mean? And helping live with their conditions. And that's why I got a hotel job, because I work at night. So it allows me to have like a free schedule in the daytime with school. And the job is very minimal. It doesn't like stress me out. It's not a job that has a huge workload, which is why when I'm done with my work, I'm not stressed. It's not like a handful. And then I can just do my homework all night. So it's all on my terms. That's why I work in hospitality. Super easy. Yeah.
Cool. So
I always tell people, like, your job doesn't have to be related to where you want to be in the future. Your job could be something that will help you get by, that's on your terms until you need to get where you need to be. They don't always have to relate. I always have to tell my friends that. They're like, well, I really want to be like in this because, it helps that. And I was like, well, if it doesn't suit your lifestyle right now, then just, do what's best for you, for your lifestyle at the moment. Don't do it because in the future it looks good. Do what's best for you right now. Don't worry about later.
Advice.
That'll come later.
Thank you. That's just great advice.
Yeah.
Love it. What's the next step for Psoriasis? Where do you want to take it?
Psoriasis is currently working on a skincare product.
Oh, is it top secret?
It's top secret because it's a lot of it's something that I personally deal with, which I know millions of others are dealing with. So I want to make this formula like perfect. It's going to be all natural, so that's what I'm working on. It's, I'm the scientist and the perfectionist in me is dealing with a little formula trouble. So that's where I'm kind of stuck at the moment with it. But that's the goal, is to come out with a skincare product. And then by the time probably I officially come out with it is when I'll be graduated with my microbiology nutrition. So then I'll be more with a background where I can like give people nutritional advice and stuff.
Awesome. So. I support you 100% and I'm looking forward to it. How much school do you have left to graduate?
So much.
Oh, really? Oh, definitely feel.
That's probably because a lot of it, like I had to take a break. I was like talking to my school counselors and they even agreed to, like, I took like a big chunk, like maybe a year up to a year and a half off of school, because my skin, and my mental health. I was just going through so much that I couldn't handle everything, and then it was affecting my grades. So I chose to take a break, and like so this is my first quarter back in school. So I will have 2 years left of my undergrad, and then 3 years of my master's. So I still have 5 years left. So yeah, that's forever. Yeah,
I'll fly by. I think.
I know. I'm hoping that I'll just be so happy that it'll fly by fast. Yeah,
so that's
hopefully.
When you plan for your skincare project to come out when you graduate?
With my undergrad, not with my master's. My master's is when I'll be able to fully suggest diet therapy, food therapy, because I'll have the certification of acupuncture and Eastern medicine. So I will be certified to say these foods are good for you. With you being able to look at your meridians and your chakras, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And from there, be able to like give food therapy advice.
So that's your what you're going to school for. You're gonna make that a career. Are you gonna have your own little medical office?
So
skincare office?
With everything being so Zoom-like, I'm probably gonna have one flagship office. You know what I mean? Just like to have an office. But with everything like right now being so Zoom virtual, I might incorporate it more virtual in the comfort of people's homes. You know what I mean? That way I can expand it worldwide, you know? So I don't have to like sit down with someone and like, you know, like we don't have to like sit in person and for me to just help you. You know, I can help you from right here and you're over there, you know?
Exactly.
But that's the goal. That's the goal.
Oh, wow. It's a great goal, and I think you're going to kill it. Everything you do in life, I think you're going to kill it because you have that drive. I admire that about you, and definitely looking forward to what the future holds for you, and, you know, and I'm glad that you are here chatting with me on ChluyTalk.
Yeah, thank you. I was like so flattered you even like messaged to like have me on here. I was like, oh, blessings.
I didn't even know. So I like, you know, I didn't know you were going to say yes or no, but, you know, I figure I shoot my shot, you know?
Yeah, you know, this was a successful shooting of the
Yeah, it's a great combo. I think we covered a lot.
It's kind of all over the place.
It's all over, but it's dope. I think it's dope that we had that because, you know, podcasts are like, usually I like to make it feel unscripted and just like, it's okay to go off topic. So it's like.
My girlfriends me and my two other girlfriends, they want us to do a podcast. And we kind of just like talk girl stuff. But I told them that if I do it, I'm basically the unfiltered raw version because they're very you say they're one's really traditional, one is like opening up her shell, and then I'm kind of just like blah, you know, like this is me, you know.
It sounds like a recipe for success. You guys should definitely get into it.
Yeah, we're very three different personalities.
You guys thought of a name yet? Maybe I think you should do it. And if you need tips on how to get started,
planning. I think I would be totally down. It would just be like definitely some girl talk for sure. You know, just on different topics. One's very, you know, we're all spiritual, but one's more yoga spiritual. I'm more just kind of like just carefree in spirit, you know, like we all have very different personalities, but we get along so well.
I think girl talk is important, and you know we're all about women empowerment, you know.
Yes.
Shout out to you. Yes. Shout out to you. I respect you, and I think you're gonna go places, and you're gonna motivate a lot of people, inspire a lot of people, and I got nothing but love for you.
I appreciate you. I wish this so much success too, because I've always been watching you.
Oh, I appreciate that. So, you know, when this pandemic is over, you know, maybe we could like, you know, finally meet.
Finally, can we have a mukbang?
A mukbang, yeah.
I've always wanted to do a mukbang. I've never done one. We can just bullshit and eat and talk.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like the life to me.
It's fun. Yeah, I didn't like it at first because I'm kind of like self-conscious of how I look on camera, especially eating. Oh. I'm just now starting to talk on camera, so I was like, just do it, you know. Just have fun.
Just and when you get nervous, just put food in your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, people love that ASMR sound stuff. Like, I didn't like it at first. And like, you know what? It's kind of cool.
Lena from Voracious Market, she's been like trying to get me to do an ASMR with it. And I was like, I don't know how.
You should do it. I think you'd kill it. Shout out to Lena, by the way.
I know. Shout out to Voracious Market. But yeah. I need to go restock from her. But
definitely. Yeah, I think we covered a lot of important topics. I got to know you more, and you know, any last words or shout outs you want to give, or any advice you want to give to, you know, the young women, you know, that may want to, you know, or are you reachable? Can people DM you for tips, or is that like you charge?
So the hard part is I just need everyone to be patient. So please reach out to me on ideas you would like me to discuss on. If you're asking for personal advice, though, I can't, because we would have to have a very thorough conversation. Like, I would have to know your lifestyle, you know, what stressors are going on. So I'm not in the right capacity, or I don't have the proper resources to be able to tell you what's best for you, you know? But I am here as an outlet in case you need someone to talk through your thoughts. But you have to make sure you address that to me in your message. Because if you're just like, can you talk? I'm not going to reply to that. You know, like you gotta be like more thorough. You got to open up to me and be like, hey, you seem like someone that I could talk to and talk my thoughts through, you know, be more like specific. Get open with me and then I'll open with you, you know? But if you just send me ideas of what you'd like to talk about, I jot these down. And then when I finally make my video channel, I will be able to address everything that you guys are talking about or wanting to learn more about. And I'll have that all ready for you.
Awesome. Follow her on IG, Facebook, and her soon-to-be YouTube. Do you have a YouTube channel set up yet?
No, maybe you can help me with that when I'm ready.
Yeah, let me know. I got you for sure.
I don't even know where to start. So yeah.
Sounds good. I think you'll kill it, yo. You can do well, whatever you do. You know, I support. Thank you for this convo. I think we could wrap it up. Well, April, thank you for having this great conversation with me, and I'm blessed to be your mat. Let me know when you're going to start your podcast. I'm going to support you. Only way is up from here, you know?
Yes, always. Thank you again for having me.
Thank you for joining us. All right. See you on the next one.